getaway that's just for you? At Cotton Cuts Retreats, all you have to do is show up with your sewing machine, and we'll handle the rest. Spend your days sewing with new friends, learning from expert educators, and enjoying inspiring workshops, activities, and local excursions. From cozy accommodations and pre-cut kits to perfectly planned shop hops, every detail is taken care of so you can relax, create, and explore a new city. Choose from our week-long retreat or a shorter escape to fit your schedule. Your quilting vacation is waiting. Check out all our upcoming retreats at cottoncutsretreats.com.
It is manageable. Okay, how many block of the month?
From the ultimate, like, I have no time in my life person, for you to say it's manageable, right? That's really easy. Yes.
Yes, it is. It's a sweet little slice of my sewing time where I don't have to worry and I don't have to, like, this sounds crazy, but I don't fully have to use my brain, right? Like, I literally am pulling it. The most brain activity that I am using at that point is making sure that I'm matching and I'm using my code and, like, this is fabric A, this is fabric B, this is fabric C. That's it. Once that's all organized and laid out and I'm following the clues, I am just mindlessly sewing at that point. And while I'm doing that, I'm accomplishing something that I haven't accomplished in any other block of the month program, right?
Thank you for believing in me and helping me get started in the Puzzle Mystery Quilt. And I could not imagine my quilting journey without it. You will get addicted to them. I can't stop doing the Puzzle Mystery Quilts. They are just so much fun. Even if I wasn't an ambassador, I would be jumping in and working on these because they're so easy. You just have to spend a little bit of time. The no cutting part, I know I think every single ambassador in the preview, I think somebody talked about not cutting. Every single ambassador talks about the not cutting part, but it is so much nicer to just sit and sew.
Hi, I'm Andy from True Blue Quilts, and this is my Wild West Puzzle Mystery Quilt, all finished. It was such a fun journey over the last 10 months putting this quilt together. What I like most about Puzzle Mystery Quilts is, number one, the community. There are so many fun people all working on this project, and it's been fun to get to know them online. And every month you get to look forward to the pre-cut pieces that come ready to sew. I really looked forward to seeing the different color combinations and the way the fabrics were put together each month. So I have loved my journey with Cotton Cuts, and I hope you'll join us for the next Puzzle Mystery Quilt.
I'm Wanda from Melinda Craft, and I just want to say hi to all the other detectives who've been taking part in putting together the Puzzle Mystery Quilt over the past 10 months. This was such a novel way of putting together a quilt. I had no idea what the quilt was going to look like until it all came together in the 10th month. Each month you receive perfectly pre-cut fabric pieces so you don't have to cut a thing, and you also receive a clue on how to piece it all together. Or you can purchase the whole pack with all of the pre-cut pieces ready and waiting for each monthly clue to arrive. I loved having everything pre-cut as it meant I could just sit down and start sewing. Now the clues build on each other month by month, and you don't know what the final design is going to be until the very end, which makes it such a fun surprise. Here's the quilt I made. I absolutely love how it turned out, and believe it or not, we quilted the whole thing using an embroidery machine. It took us quite a while, as you can imagine, but I think it was definitely worth it. We went with the Dusty Rose colourway, and we're really happy with the choice. I love the colours. The fabrics play so nicely together, and it was fun to see how each clue came together with all those tones. It's definitely one of those projects I'll look back on and be proud of. This is a very clever idea from Cotton Cuts, and I'd like to say a big thank you to them for all the effort they put into creating these PMQ kits.
Alrighty, gang. Hello and welcome, detectives. It is the moment you've all been waiting for. We are talking about Flyway, this guy in the background. You guys, this is our 17th puzzle mystery quilt. 17. It's like a big number. I think next year we can next mystery we can technically vote, perhaps. Anyways, hello Tisha, it's good to see you. All right, so it is our 17th puzzle mystery quilt. For those of you that are new to puzzle mystery quilts, it's probably a good idea to recap what a puzzle mystery quilt is, because we want to drag out the reveal as long as possible, and we want to make you guys wait with bated breath as long as you possibly can. So Cotton Cuts does twice a year a puzzle mystery quilt, once in the spring, once in the fall. It is a 10-month mystery program. Every month for 10 months, we send you little clues like this. They're pre-cut triangles, squares, strips, all the things you need to do to sew together and make puzzle pieces that you then eventually will sew into a finished quilt design. And so what we're going to show you today in about 5-ish minutes is the finished design for the Flyway mystery quilt. We always do it in 2 different sizes. So throughout the show today, you're going to see some smalls and you're going to see some larges. You'll see some with borders on them as well, because we always have that option. If you want to make it a little bigger and give it just a little extra love, we give you border kits to make it just a little bit bigger. We love this mystery program. Every year we get between 2,000 and 4,000 people doing each individual mystery. For Flyway, 2,000 to 4,000 people. It is bonkers the number of people that love this program. And so you have to ask yourself, why do we love this? You're going to hear from our ambassadors in a minute, but they love it because it's easy, it's quick, it's fun to do in a group. It is fun to do just the coordination of the colorways that we do. Oh, hold on. There's like pop-ups like, oh my gosh, there's stuff going on. Technology, love it. There's curated colorways. There's my favorite, and that there's no waste. Since we do all this cutting for you, you guys don't have any waste. So you don't get to the end of the project and realize you don't have enough fabric and have to go buy some more, or find something that fits that you didn't plan on, or perhaps you have extra and now you have to figure out what to do with your scraps. This program is completely self-contained. You get exactly what you need to sew when it's time to sew it. And at the end of the day, you're going to see these finished quilt tops. And I know we're going to talk about it with a couple of ambassadors, but they have between 300 and 600 pre-cut pieces inside each one. If you give me a pattern and it has 600 pieces, it is going on a shelf and I am never doing it. But I love that these are approachable. They are easy to do because it's monthly over 10 months. You actually increase your chances of finishing it and it not becoming a UFO on a shelf. Let's see. I think that's all kind of the introductory stuff. Let's see. So, I'm supposed to remind you guys, if you're a current Flyway detective and you want to gather with a group of people and see all the different colorways come together, we are hosting a Zoom sew-in tomorrow from 10 to 2. When that email comes out with the final assembly instructions, it is going to have the link that you're going to need to get into that Zoom, as well as it's being shown on the screen right now. So you can join us and sew along. We love to give prizes. It's lots of fun, and to see just different colorways and meet people from all around the world. I think I skipped over that part, Paula. So the PMQ is a global project. We literally have people from 18 different countries all around the room, all around the world participating in this. And so we like to see all these people come together. We like it whenever we hear friends that are living in the United States and living abroad who can gather on a Zoom and sew together. It is so much fun. Okay, before we get into that, let me see. Okay, so we're going to start, as we always do, with my design partner, Sheila. Sheila has been in since the very beginning with me. Hello, Sheila. How are you?
Hello, Kim. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, fantastic. So, I can give kind of your origin story, right? So it was almost 9 years ago, almost exactly, where you reached out to me and you said, "Hey, I've got this idea. I've been doing it in my shop for years. Do you want to help me bring it to the United States?" And I was like, "Sure, that sounds great. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's buy some dies and let's have fun."
Yeah, so I ran down to the travel agents and got my ticket to Houston. That was so exciting.
Yeah, you flew all the way. And so for those of you that don't know, where is home for you, Sheila?
In New Zealand, Masterton, on the North Island of New Zealand. Yeah.
Yes. So while the rest of us in the United States are preparing for fall and cold weather, you're wearing tank tops because you're getting ready for summer.
And I brought you some flowers from my garden.
Oh my
gosh. Look at those.
You remember what gardens are? Remember when we used to have flowers a few months ago?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Sheila, you have been on this journey for 17 go-arounds with us. And this design you named Flyway. Can you share with everyone why you picked that name? What was it that sang to you about it?
Okay, well, you'll probably understand better when you see it. But yeah, I tend to sort of just look at the quilt and let it give me an idea. And with this one, it looks like birds flying across the sky. So I thought, oh, migration. So I started looking into migration as a theme. And when I looked up migration and Googled it, it said a flyway is a route that birds take on their migration. So that's how we got the name Flyway.
Yes, it's fantastic. You always like take a step back from your design and you're like, what sings most to you about it? And this one, you got birds from it. And we're going to see it in the next couple colorways. When we look at them, we're going to see the birds popping out of the design. It's fantastic.
Great.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm always excited on reveal day. It's like, no matter how many times. It's like,
this is our 17th Christmas together, Sheila. This is fantastic.
I know.
So I want to make sure that everyone, because every time we talk about a name of a quilt and the theme, and we say Flyway, that's not actually like the fabric choice, and it's not like in your face bird. Like, I want to make sure that everyone understands it's a theme that kind of is reflective in the design that you choose. And then our team picks names that are reflective of that, but it's not necessarily like bird, like what's behind me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's not a bird. No,
it's not a bird.
It will never be literal.
Yes.
It's always like, how did she come up with that name?
Yes. And this one, you know, I was reviewing the designs, and this one, it's interesting, the colorways and what different elements of the quilt actually pop.
Yes. Yeah,
all right.
That's what my favorite thing, I think, is all the different colorways and being able to emphasize different parts of the design in them.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So Sheila, you put together a quilt top for us. So shall we show everyone the reveal?
Yes, indeed. Right. I'm going to have to stand up, and I'm going to put you on my other camera.
Yes.
So just bear with me in one moment.
So Sheila did the flamingo colorway, and she did a large size. So what we're going to see is a bigger design. Right. It's the bigger one, and it's in the flamingo colorway. All right. And she has to take down this very beautiful quilt in front of it to show us the one behind her.
Da, 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 da. So this is Kaif Fabrics.
Yes. Oh, Sheila, look at that.
I knew which colorway I wanted to do straight away this time.
As soon as you sent this to me, I remember you saying, I want this kit. And I said, I want this kit too. And you know what? Mine is still in a box in parts and pieces, and yours is done. Look at that.
And guess what? Ago, mine was still in a box in parts and pieces too. It didn't take me long.
Yes. Oh, Sheila, so tell us.
I'm going to make sure I'm listening to you properly.
That's
I should be listening to you.
All right. Can you hear me, Sheila?
I'm going to change my camera back.
That's okay.
Shall I change my camera back?
Okay, yay. All right, so Sheila, so tell us, what was your inspiration for this design? What gave you the most inspiration here?
So what I really liked about this design was I tend to go with fairly symmetrical designs a lot of the time, not always. And sometimes it ends up with this center medallion. And I try to sort of vary, shake things up a bit sometimes and do things a bit differently. So with this one, although there's a center, of course, every quilt's going to have a center. But what I really liked was this pattern here that you get. So this is my birds flying across the sky. And then also the light and dark, because I always think that light and dark next to each other, or light and medium in this case, they just give more of a 3D effect. And I really like playing with that. And then with these fabrics, this dark background just makes all those bright colors pop. So that's what I love about that. And it's kind of like, it's fairly a repetitive quilt, but you wouldn't think it when you were making it.
I will tell you, we've already seen a comment about all of those square and a squares, right? And so there's a lot of square and a squares in this guy. And I think what's surprising to me is when I look at your quilt, it's squares and a squares, but I don't see the squares. I see the stars. The stars are what pop, and you generate the stars with those squares and a square. And it's a very, they're not flying geese, right? You didn't make them flying geese here. They're square and a square.
So, I mean, these are fairly obvious, a square and a square.
Yeah.
But things like this are also made as a square and a square.
Yes.
But then it ends up being part of this star. So,
yeah. I love it.
It's really fun actually doing the breakdown of a quilt, and you know, because I start with my design and go, how are we going to break this down into monthly sections?
Yes.
So and then we've got a little bit, you can't see too well, but I'll lift this up a bit. So in the corners, you've got a little bit of variety. So we've got a different fabric here, and then it changes into this fabric. So there isn't one very long border. So anybody that was trying to guess without those pieces might have been thinking, I don't know how this is going to fit together.
Well, so I will spoil. And at the end of the show, we're going to show the 7 people that got real darn close this time. I think because so you tripped them up with Wild West, right? You came up with a creative border for Wild West. And so I think people were prepared for it this time, Sheila. So there's
no fooling some people.
I know, they're getting better at this. And so as I look for the next design, which we'll talk about at the end of the show, it is very different. I love what we're going to do for the next design. And when we announce it, it's very, very different in construction and shape and orientation than we've done in a while. And so I'm excited. Okay. All right, Sheila, that is fantastic. That is lovely. Thank you so much, as always, for your partnership. Thank you for creating all these fantastic designs for us. Thank you for inspiring all these quilters as you do. And as always, thank you so much for supporting everything at Cotton Cuts.
Well, thank you for all your energy and excitement, and congratulations on Cotton Cuts' birthday.
Yes, yeah, we turned 9 last month. Holy cow. All right, fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks so much for having me. I shall go off and watch you now. And,
yes, We're gonna pop over. And so what we're gonna do next, gang, is in the shop here, we have 3 quilts that we're gonna show you. And so these were done by Team Cotton Cuts. They are all small. And so when we look at these, you're going to see things that are vastly different than what we saw in Sheila's quilt, because Sheila did a larger size. So these are not that design shrunk down. These are actually a smaller version with the same design elements. And as we look at them, you guys, you're going to see 3 different colorways. They're going to look like 3 very different quilts, but they're all going to have the same base elements. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at a quilt that Dawn from my team made. And so she made a small songbird. And so we've got Cheryl in the back room. And so Robin is going to come closer so we can see the fantastic design. And so this is the small songbird that Dawn completed. And so you can see those stars really pop. And like I said, I know those squares in a square, people were pulling their hair out because every month we did more and we did more and we did more. But you can see that like diagonal design that Sheila's talking about carries through to even the small design. This is a reproduction print. This was Cheddar and Navy, I believe is what the collection was called. And so Dawn did a fantastic job on her small. And you can see there's those tricky design elements in the corner that Sheila put in there to keep you guys on your toes. All right, the next quilt is going to be one that Robin made. Robin's actually holding the camera. And so Robin made a small rose finch. And so in this one, you guys, this is what we're talking about with the different colorways. That star recedes into the background in some of those orientations. And actually the square around the star almost pops more than a star. And it's just the fabric choice. It's the placement. This is something that the colorway you pick can have such a big impact on the overall design. And that's why we get a lot of detectives who do multiple colorways, because they oftentimes look so different. And so it's the same design, it's just in a different fabric and different elements pop to the surface. And so this is a fantastic job. As you guys have been, if you've been seeing many reveals, Robin has sewn one every way. Let's see here. So Michelle would like to ask if we can make those pictures just a little bigger. Michelle, we will get on that, don't you worry. But so Robin has been hold on. We're going to get it worked out. StreamYard has some interesting menu choices. But Robin started her first quilt just a couple mysteries ago. And so here she is making these fantastic mystery designs. Is that better? I think that's better. Yes, that's much better. Thank you. All right, and then our last one that was made by Team Cotton Cuts was made by Karen. Karen is actually Cheryl's daughter. She lives in Chicago and she works for us remotely. And this is her very first puzzle mystery quilt. Karen was a sewer. She's not necessarily defined herself as a quilter, but she's doing fantastic videos and fun things on social media for us. And this is her small hummingbird. And so again, just this fabric, those colors, this one has the much lighter background, but hummingbird, a lot of you guys liked hummingbird because it's got those soft neutral colors. And so it looks fantastic. Robin, go ahead and back up a little bit so we can see the full kind of effect of the entire design. Robin can hopefully hear me where she's at. Yes. And so it's just different choices of different fabrics in different places. And so this is definitely more subtle. It's a little lower contrast than to the other designs that we've seen today. All right. So those are the smalls that were done by Team Cotton Cut. Thank you, Robin. And thank you, Cheryl, so much. All right, now we get to have the fun part. So now we're going to go on a road show, and we've invited a ton of Cotton Cuts ambassadors who have been sewing these mystery quilts on their channels for a long time, for the past 10 months. And each month they're putting out help, they're putting out tutorials, they're engaging you guys and sewing along with you. So you're not doing this completely on your own. We like the element of group and community. And so we invite them on the show with us, and they get to reveal to you guys their finished quilt designs. And so the first one we're going to start with, this is crowd favorite, Andrea from Arkansas Gal. She's not with us today, right? So she wasn't sure if she'd be able to make it. As you know, every reveal, she's always doing something fun. She's always someplace, and you know, she gets strangers to help hold up her quilt. Well, this time she had to submit us a video of her experience. So Andrea did a large raven. So raven was the black, white, and gray colorway. And so we are going to start Andrea's video now.
Hi guys, it's Andrea. I'm here to present my quilt, Team Raven. I had the large raven this year, which is the, what's this fabric? Black and White Musical by Katie Pasquin Mazopust. Now, I'm Andrea from Arkansas Gals. Check out my YouTube. I've done so many puzzle mystery quilts. I can't remember offhand how many I've done. I'm going to guess 8 or 9. I love this program. I love it comes all pre-cut, ready to sew every month with your clue. And I love a mystery. I love a puzzle. Their soup's fun. I highly recommend you guys check it out. This one is stunning. It's one of my favorite ones yet in this black and white colorway. To me, it really makes the pattern pop. Thank you so much to Sheila for these patterns. I wasn't able to be in the live, so that's why I'm pre-recording this. I'm going to be at a quilt show in Mena, Arkansas during the live reveal, so sorry. That's why I'm here in a video. Let's look at my quilt, see what you think. All right, Pee-Poo. There she is. Pee-Poo, come here. Pee-Poo's checking her out. Isn't it pretty? Pee-Poo. I'm trying to show everybody, Pee-Poo. What do y'all think? I think it's stunning. I really love it. And it looks like Pee-Poo does too. That is his twist of approval, y'all. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. Tell me what you think. I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for including me.
Oh my gosh, Andrea, that is hysterical. So we love Andrea so much. She has a fantastic YouTube channel, you guys. If you are not following her, you got to go over there. Like the cat is just, Pee-Poo is just hysterical, right? Like she does so many things that are so real, so transparent, and that's her personality. She is who she is. We love her. We found her many years ago. She's been a fantastic partner of Cotton Cuts, and we appreciate all that she does. And the quilt, you guys, that black and white. Every time we do a black and white, and every time it is so different. And I love that design. And that design, I wish I could have talked about it, but you know, the black around the perimeter really pops out, and everything in the middle just very subtly blends. You see the texture, but you don't have this stark contrast that we've seen in some of the other designs so far. All right. Well done, Andrea. I hope you have a good time at your quilt show. Our next ambassador is a first-time ambassador for us. This is Jenna Hall. Jenna has a channel on TikTok called Miss Hall. Hello, Jenna. How are you? Oh, we can't hear Jenna though. Hold on one second. Jenna, we can't hear you. Jenna, we can't hear you. It's all right. So we're going to do, it's okay. It's okay. Technical difficulties. You're okay. Oh no, it's okay. Can we, is there, what, so she's unmuted her. She's unmuted her camera. It's okay, Jen. So technical difficulties are what we do. It's kind of, yeah. Okay. So she's gonna spirit hands. I love this. I love the improv. Okay. So Jenna did, that's Crimsonette. Yes. Crimsonette colorway. Nightingale. Oh, Nightingale. She did Nightingale. Okay, so this is Nightingale, guys. So this is the Shibori Blues colorway. Yes, she's going to Vanna hands. I love the sparkle hands too. So, oh yes, definitely. I want to see the back. If you're willing to show the back, are you saying so? Oh, look at that! And she even has quilt tags on there. Oh, Jenna, you are raising the bar. I'm expecting all of our ambassadors now to have it finished and quilt tags in place. Oh, Crystal's saying no. I can see Crystal in the wings, and she's like, All right. So you did some changes. You turned some things, or oh, you made an accident. You accidentally did it. Yes. That's all right. So so at Cotton Cuts, we embrace those as happy accidents. And if you can't recognize it when you're running by riding a horse, as we often do when we're looking at quilts, and you can't see it, you just keep going. It's fantastic. It looks great. Jenna, I love your channel on TikTok. You bring so much energy. This is it, right? Like you bring so much energy to your channel. I love that you sewed this project for us. You are very welcome. Thank you, Jenna. Yes. Hold on. Paula is saying 1 second. I think Paula's going to figure this out. What's it? Hold on. Stay tuned. Oh, now I am gone too. There we go. On and off. All right. Again, no, we can't hear her. So we will have to have Jenna on for a future so we can interview her, because she's absolutely lovely and adorable. And I want to hear all about your Puzzle Mystery Quilt experience. Yes, I know. And so I love the Nightingale. And that's actually, those are these colors. This is the Nightingale fabric right here. Yes. Fantastic. All right. So you guys are going to have to find Jenna on TikTok to hear her lovely voice, and to see all the videos and content she's been putting out for this, and to see the process that she followed. And if you're not on TikTok, please just do that. Like, go sign up today. Like, there's so many fun things happening on TikTok like Jenna, and definitely need to go check her out. Jenna, thank you. We will have you back on a future show so we can hear all about your experience. Yes. Awesome. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Okay. All right. We make it work. It's okay. We had an entire conversation there. That's fantastic. All right. Her pantomime is superb. Yes. I was also impressed with the sign language she was displaying as well. And the Vanna hands, right? Can you guys imagine a time before audio when we couldn't do that? There was probably a lot of expressive hand motions. All right. Next up is one of my good favorites, Crystal Hart. Hello, Crystal. How are you?
Hey, good, and you?
Oh, fantastic. I love how you were like, I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to put a quilt label on it. All right. So, Crystal, tell us about your channel. What do you do? Tell us about yourself. Give us an intro.
Well, I'm Crystal of Crystal Hart, and I am Crystal Hart on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, all the things. And pretty much we just have fun sewing.
Yes. You are always putting out invitations like, hey, I feel like sewing. Who wants to join me? And people just they come, and I love it. It's a fantastic community building.
Yeah. So if you're into hanging out on lives, that's usually where I do all my Cotton Cuts things, or on live videos. That way you can come in, ask questions or whatever.
Fantastic. All right. So Crystal, how many PMQs is this for you? That's the pop quiz question.
5 or 6. I'm not sure.
You know, I feel like so there's a cheat sheet behind the camera, so I know order and everything. Like Paula needs to write that number up there, right? We need to tell her so that I know and you know. Yes. And
yes.
we knew that. Yeah. Oh, Josie's saying you look adorable today. You're outside.
Oh,
you're
thank
enjoying
you.
beautiful weather. Yes, you do look. I like the overalls. It's a fantastic look.
Thank
All right.
you.
So Crystal, you did a nightingale as well, which is what Jenna did. Yes.
And Jenna's stealing my spot of the person who makes the mistakes.
I love this. Okay, so
usually I make mistakes every puzzle mystery quilt. I have mistakes. I don't know if I do this time though.
Well, I'm not one to tell you because I'm looking at it and it looks beautiful. Like, look at this, you guys. Those navies and those light blues. Oh my goodness. Whoa, I love this. Love it.
I love this colorway so much.
Yes, those shibori blues. So I wanted to do a blue quilt and I've always wanted to do shibori, but we weren't sure if we'd be able to get the contrast. But looking at your quilt, like it's there. It's fantastic.
It is. Generally, I always pick the brightest colors. But when I saw the shibori, I was like, oh, I need to do that.
Yay. All right. So Crystal, tell us, what's one tip you would share with a future PMQer?
My tip is always have fun, enjoy the process. All the hard stuff is done for you already. You don't have to think about measuring and cutting. So just enjoy it, take your time, put on a podcast, watch a show, come hang out with me and have fun.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So Crystal, let me see. How do people find you? What is like your YouTube, right? Like when I think of you, I think YouTube is the place to hang out with you, the easiest and best. Yes.
Yes. YouTube is my spot, but you can also find me on Facebook as Crystal Hart, in my Facebook group, Crystal Hart Create and Share, on Instagram as Crystal Hart Quilts, and on TikTok as Crystal Hart.
Now, Crystal, I have to ask, every time we have these touch points, are you still like small home sewing? Are you still like small space sewing?
No, I'm back into a normal spot.
Oh, yay! Awesome. Okay, cool. Because that was always I could sew this in my little teeny tiny space in our little areas. So
nope, I'm back to a normal human size sewing room.
Now, when you say that, depending on the person you're talking to, it could be a table and it could be a room, a pallet.
It's a room, but it could be bigger. It could be bigger.
Okay. I mean, yes. Oh, Crystal, it looks amazing. I am not going to tell you made any mistakes because to my eye, it looks fantastic and it looks amazing. All right. So
Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. That's Crystal. Check her out. She is a ton of fun. Become a gemstone. You're going to want to do that. That is fantastic.
Yes. Be a gem.
Be a gem. All right. Bye, Crystal. All right. Next up, we have Beth from Goody Goods. So Beth is, again, a longtime ambassador. She's been doing this a long time. We love Beth. She always has tons of energy. She is coming off being sick, you guys. It feels like that's going around everywhere. My kids, my husband, the employees. It's just everyone's not feeling so well. Beth, I don't know what's going on. You feeling okay now?
I'm feeling good now. I'm on day 5 of antibiotics. So we're... Oh my gosh. I have 5 more days. So... But I feel so much better, and the kids are good for now. So we're not gonna we're not gonna jinx it. But yeah, it was a rough October. But this definitely brightened up this month because I'm like, when it was all done, this is the prettiest puzzle mystery quilt I think ever. Every time I say this one's my favorite, no, this one's my favorite, but this one is my all-time favorite. It's so gorgeous.
It's so different, right? Because as Sheila was saying, normally it starts with the center medallion and you build out. This one's very but it's not even like a block. It all, the design just blends together completely. Yes.
And with the square in a square, it almost makes it on point. Like if you took the borders off, it has that on point effect and it's just so pretty. And the way that it happened is easy. I know it was tedious to piece all of that, but the end effect is so worth it.
Yes. Right. I mean, that's the thing, right? If you were to tell me I'm going to make a quilt on point, again, it's one of those things I'm going to put on a shelf. You and I have talked about this before. These are so intricately designed quilts, but they're so easy, so manageable. But I'm going to put that, if it's on point, it's on a shelf. It's too hard. I'll get to it eventually. But it came together so well.
Well, when you look at it, I'm like, I would never piece this. I would never be able to piece this well. And the way that you break it down makes it to where anybody of any level can accomplish this quilt versus trying to do it with cutting and picking out the fabric, which is another big thing, is having all of the fabric already picked out where you already know what the contrast is going to be and how it's going to complement each other in the design is perfect. It's so much easier.
I mean, that's, like, just look at the orange in your quilt. Like, if you're like me, I mean, you're like me, right? We have no time in our lives. Like, just cutting out all those orange triangles again, like, woof. But here, it's done. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So, Beth, how many PMQs is this for you? We were trying to guess here.
This is the 6th because I did 2 Tree of Lives. So technically it's my 5th type, but it's my 6th puzzle mystery quilt. And the one thing I would say to anyone wanting to sign up, be prepared to sign up every single time afterwards because it's kind of addicting. You get done and you're like, oh, I need another one to start again. And I need to know what this one looks like. And so if you're going to start, just be prepared to keep going.
You're going to be on this bus. Well, and that's why we do 2 a year, right? Because we have some people who can only do the spring and some people only do the fall. And then there's some people that do them all because, like you said, you're about to hit 2 months where you're not going to have a PMQ. And what are you going to do with your life?
Yeah.
All right. So, Beth, how do people find you? How do they get inspired by all of your greatness?
I'm over on Instagram. I do a lot of long arming, so I share a lot of client quilts on there, and I make shop samples for a local quilt shop, so you'll see a whole bunch of random things. And so Instagram's a great option. I used to be on YouTube a lot, but after having the 4th kiddo who just is about to turn 3, I can't believe it, but I slowed down on YouTube, so Instagram and Facebook are definitely good options.
Fantastic. So we actually did someone asked me about long arming on yesterday's live, and your name came up as someone as a resource to be inspired by and to go check out. So yes, yeah. There was someone who had just bought a long arm and wanted some helpful tips and tricks on how to get started. So
yeah, how cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's infectious and so fantastic. So Beth, as always, you're a fantastic partner. Thank you for everything that you do. This songbird, like, I'm so glad it was there and you can see it in all its beautiful glory. Like it is fantastic. That indigo and cheddar looks amazing. Did you do your backing? Paula's asking me.
I have a backing cut and I pick it up tomorrow at the quilt shop. So I'm so excited.
She's got that. Okay, that's fantastic. I can't wait to see photos of that and how you choose to quilt this as a long armor. Like, it's inspiring to see what you're inspired by. So yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you, Beth. As always, a good time. And everyone, check out Beth on Instagram. All right. Bye. All right. And the wheel keeps going. Okay, so next up we have Andy from True Blue Quilt. So we saw Andy in the intro video. She did her Wild West quilt and she was out in a desert and showing it for everyone. And so fantastic work, Andy. Oh, look at this. Andy has a friend. Hello, Andy. Please tell us, who do you have with you today?
This is Bill. He is a funky friend quilted 3D toy that just, fit the theme. I always have to find a way to tie into these fabulous themes. So,
so you're talking Funky Friend Factory, right? Like the ones that whenever they're at a booth or it's gone within like an hour. Like if you want a Funky Friends, you got to get there, like line up early, right?
Yeah, they sell patterns to make your own. And I don't do 3D projects very often, but they have great patterns. So take a look and you can find a bunch of fun animals and cuddle friends.
Fantastic, Andy. I love it. I love embracing the theme. So Andy, tell us, so this is your 2nd puzzle mystery quilt, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2.
So what colorway did you do? I'm looking, and so it looks like you did a small Odyssey.
I did a small Odyssey. Do you want me to show that right away?
Yeah, and then we'll do that, and then we'll talk about you and your channel and how do you find fun and all sorts of things.
So this was the kind of neutral palette, and I don't know that I can get the full thing in the shot.
I know that Andy, congratulations, you've got the full thing in the shot. And so look at that, gang. So this is the neutrals. This one had some overtones and metallics in it, but you guys, like all of them. So this one, you can you see more of the blocks, and that line of birds that Sheila was talking about really pops out. Andy, that is beautiful. Do you love it?
I do. True Blue Quilts, I was very tempted by Nightingale and some of the other fun colors, but this just, every once in a while you have to get out of your normal routine, and these neutrals are great. I like to donate my quilts, and I know that they get a lot of floral and what people might consider feminine type colors. And so I really try to balance and make sure I make masculine feeling, darker colorways sometimes instead of all the pinks and the blues that I gravitate towards. So
Yes.
very refreshing change. And as everyone has said, it was so much fun. I wasn't exactly sure where we were going with some of those square and a square, but I love the star blocks.
Yes. So Andy, I mean, that's a fantastic point, right? So I think sometimes that we get stuck in this, like everything has to be kind of an aesthetic where it's floral and it's bright and it's more feminine colors. And then we have to get outside our comfort zone. And like you've done, like, so a neutral color, which you wouldn't normally gravitate to, it's not inspiring to you, but that doesn't mean it's not inspiring to someone else. And if you're donating it, especially there's unmet needs for these types of colorways and these types of projects. I mean, it's fantastic, Andy. Thank you so much for that. That's fantastic work.
Yeah, that's been one of my favorite things about Cotton Cuts, even before I dove in, because I'm one of these people that has been lurking probably since, your very first foray into puzzle mystery quilts. And I've always enjoyed perusing the dozen or so colorways that people can choose from. So expect to spend a while pondering what your next
zooming in and zooming out. And yeah, it's amazing that we, like, the people like, oh, is that and is that and then they're asking us questions. Yes, it's fantastic. And I like that the Puzzle Mystery Quilt is a project where you can safely get outside your comfort zone. Because I know for me, if I'm sewing with colors that aren't my go-to, or if I'm sewing with fabrics that aren't my go-to, I feel like I'm going to mess up. And with the Puzzle Mystery Quilt, we've done all the coordination. We've done all that. We make sure it looks good, so you're going to be happy with the finished product, so you don't get stuck on your own feet.
Yeah, it's been fun watching the comments with all our viewers, and every single one, they're like, oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Every single colorway looks fabulous. So you don't have to worry about, messing up, or it's not going to be that great when it's finished, because they're all spectacular.
Yes. All right. So Andy, tell us, how do people find you? How do they follow your inspiring path?
Yeah, you can finally find me most often on YouTube at True Blue Quilts. And yeah, same with all the other social places, True Blue Quilts. Yeah, just come and hang out. I do a live sew and chat on Wednesday afternoon, evening, depending on your time zone. So I would love to see you over there.
Fantastic. All right, Andy, is there any single piece of advice? You've already inspired us so much. Any single piece of advice you would like to leave folks with?
I think just, ditto with what everybody else says. If you're looking for a fun project that, you can just sit down, grab the pieces, match them up and go. The community's wonderful. Just keep an open mind when you sign up. You're on an adventure and you are never exactly sure where you're going to end up, but just trust the process and we'll all have fun together.
Excellent. Awesome. Andy, thank you so much for your support. I'm so happy our paths crossed and we've been able to partner on these designs. It is
yes, thanks so much.
You got it. Thanks, Andy. Bye now. All right. And our next bus. Okay, so we are going to visit, a so fantastic friend, the guy who sews, Sean, who's been having his working lunch break with us. Hi, we're going to get Sean up here in a second. And so, Sean, how are you, friend?
Good to see you again.
It's lovely to see you as well. All right. So how have you been? Is life going well for you?
Of course, yeah. Never a dull moment here, but we're having fun, and I'm excited that the quilt top is put together. I haven't bound it or done anything else like that, so I guess I have 6 months to do it before the next one, right?
I think so. I think that's how it works. All right. So Sean, you ended up sewing a small flamingo. Can you tell us how you landed on the small flamingo colorway?
Well, I like to call this a true mystery. So I told you and Paula, why don't you pick for me? I gravitate towards the same thing. I go to a restaurant, I order the same thing every time. And the last few times I've had someone else pick for me, and it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, you guys picked it for me, and this is not one I would have picked for myself, but I am very, very happy with the result.
All right. Have you ever sewn with Kate before?
Never.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love this even more. All right, so Sean, would you like to show us your small flamingo quilt top?
Absolutely. I'm like Andy, so I don't know I can show the whole thing in one shot, but you'll be able to see most of it.
It is the dark fabric in this, right, Sean? And it's one of those,
Yes.
I don't normally do the dark fabrics, but in this design, it just works, right?
It does. And it's interesting because when you look at the pattern, that was what, block fabric A or fabric B, and that was the light fabric on the pattern. So it was really weird doing this where you're like, am I sure I got the right piece of fabric here? So
yes, no,
yeah, very nice.
So we do our instructions and we try to keep them in a grayscale. So A is always the white fabric and F is always the dark fabric. And we try to tell people that doesn't necessarily correlate to your fabrics, because in your case, the white on the instructions is the darkest in your quilt. And so it's like all the labeling in the organization. But if you can get that figured out, it goes together very easily.
Oh, for sure, definitely. You just always keep that piece of paper with you with those, because you'll need to refer it to it and you'll have a lot less mistakes. I won't promise you won't make any mistakes, because otherwise I'd be a hypocrite. But you'll make a lot less if you keep that piece of paper there with you. By month 8 or 9, you might not need it as much, but then it's time to put it together and you get ready for the next one.
So Sean, I love and appreciate that you're letting other people pick your colorways, right? Because I think oftentimes like people will get in their heads and they want to do something they've always done, or there's that fear of trying something new. And you've said it's been fun. So what have you had to change to make it fun for yourself, right? Because you've like embracing something new.
I've really enjoyed the challenge because it's really given me a chance to do something that I would not pick for myself. For Wild West, I did Tombstone that Amber picked for me. There's no way I would have picked that for myself. I like batiks, I like solids mostly. That's what I would have stuck with. But this has been such a fun challenge. So yeah, I encourage folks to go out there. If you're not sure which one you want, find a friend, find an enemy, find somebody and just say, hey, pick one for me. And then just do it. Even if you don't think it's the one for you, give it a shot and see what happens. You may be very surprised at the end.
Yeah, I think some of my favorite stories are when I hear groups of people that get together. It's quilters, and they all want to participate together. They put all the names in a jar, and they draw it and they pick it out, and that's the one they're making. And so they have no control or choice. And they all look fantastic, and they all look amazing, and they all make quilts they love.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
I encourage you all to try something different next time. Try something that you wouldn't normally do. That's my challenge to you. And then come back in 12 months' time and tell me what you think. You may hate me afterwards, and that's okay, but I think more than likely you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Awesome, Sean. Okay, so tell everyone how they can find you and be inspired by your lovely accent and all the things that you do.
Okay, so I'm mostly on YouTube. I have a live at 8 a.m. Saturday mornings if you're an early bird, and if not, there's always a replay. Sunday mornings, I have my podcast, which is where I show you what I did during the week. And then I do some other stuff around. I also have a Discord server if you want to, for the community. And there's a Facebook group that's not super active. And I do Instagram posts once in a blue moon as well.
I feel like that's everyone. Everyone's got kind of their primary lane that they stay in, they enjoy, that people hang out with them at. And then they occasionally do stuff on the other stuff. But when I think of you, I think like Facebook. I know that 8 a.m. on Saturday. I know that's your place. That's where you hang out. That's your corner of YouTube.
Yep, that's where you start off your quilting weekend with me.
Yes, yeah, and I've done that before. That's a good time.
Yes.
All right, fantastic, Sean. Oh, I should probably ask you. So she has these questions here for me, right? That I'm supposed to follow, and I only loosely do, right? So how many PMQs is this for you, Sean?
I actually looked it up because I heard everyone else asking this question. This is number 6 for me, the 5th as an ambassador. So this is the 6th one that I've finished. So yeah, I've been around for a while. Not as long as some of the others, but
Well, they're like Pringles, right? You can't eat just one. You've got to eat the whole can. You've got to eat the whole can, yeah.
Exactly, and you really do get a sense of FOMO of the ones that you didn't do. Like even if you buy one colorway, you look at these reveal videos and you go, oh, geez, I wish I'd done that. Like Nightingale, I think it was, or the black and white one. I was like, I wish I'd done that one as well. So yeah, it really is like a can of Pringles. You can't just stop at one. So
fantastic. And I love that this project can do that, right? Because so many times you've done mystery projects and you're like, oh, it's got this neon green in it that I did not see coming. And I've got a mystery quilt I did that we call 2020 went to a rock concert and vomited all over my quilt because it is so visually assaulting. And I don't think I've ever had a PMQ that I've looked at that way. So yeah.
No, and definitely trust the process, because I remember the first one I did, I loved the colors when I bought it, and then when I started putting it together, I wasn't so sure about it, and I didn't love it until I put it together, and then I stood there, looked at it, and was like, this is fantastic, I love this thing. So yeah, if you get the first clue or two and you're like, I don't know, trust the process. Just stick with it. You may not realize it's great until the very end, and that's okay.
Yeah, we have a question online that I would love to ask you. How long from start to finish does it take to put a PMQ together?
You mean after we put clues 1 through 9?
I think, okay, so I think how long from start to finish does it take to put a PMQ together? So I think each individual month is about 30 to 45 minutes, yeah?
Right, correct, yes. And then to put the pieces together, I think I'd probably, I'm filming it as well, so it takes a bit longer. I'd say probably 2 hours would be about right for me, would be an average.
Yeah.
So if you say 45 minutes times 9, that's about 6. If you say 10 hours all up, that's probably generous, maybe less than that.
Yeah, I would say that feels about right as well. And I think, of course, it depends on distractions and, you know, all the things. Like if I'm putting together the quilt top, right, I feel like if I was to sit and focus, that feels like the right amount of time for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people go to retreats, like a weekend retreat, and they've gone from start to finish in the first day. So yeah, I think a full day, you could easily knock it out.
I agree. Awesome. Sean, as always, a pleasure. Thank you so much for your support of everything that you do for us. You're amazing. I love all your social media. You are fantastic. Thank you as always.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.
You got it. Thanks so much, Sean. All right. Bye now. Okay. And we keep going. Okay. So the next up, we have a video that's coming to us from Leanna, Pastry Queen Farm Adventures. So Leanna, I think this is her second or third PMQ. Is this what this is her second puzzle mystery quilt with cons as an ambassador, her second as an ambassador. And so Leanna completed a small hummingbird for us and prepared a video to share her experience. So Paula, we are ready.
Hi everyone, it's Leanna, the Pastry Queen's Farm Adventures. I am an ambassador for Cotton Cuts, and this is my Flyway reveal. Look at this. I have this small size, and this is my reveal. It goes all the way down. I actually ordered the optional borders and the backing, so I'm waiting for that before I long arm this. This is just super, super darling. I love the fabric, and yes, I didn't even tell you what mine was. Mine was Hummingbird. Hummingbird was my Flyway colorway. I just love it. I just love how they just pick fabrics just so fabulous. Let's just talk about that. The fabric placement is fabulous. Everything comes pre-cut, very portable, very travel worthy. You know, I like to travel. I love that when you get the whole box is here, and this happens to be under the sea. But if I need to go for a weekend somewhere, I just take my little baggie, my featherweight, and off I go. It's so simple, pre-cut, very clear directions. So if you were ever on the fence for a future one, I really highly recommend it. It really is fabulous. I can't say enough about it. But yes, so this is my Flyway Hummingbird. I'm going to span it, ready, from the top all the way to the bottom. I cannot wait to get my optional borders and backings and long arm this, because it is just, I just love it. I just love how the stars pop out. There's so many intricate things. You know, you have stars here, and then you have stars here. You can look at this for probably many, many minutes and still come up with more things, like the quadrants. So as I'm talking with you, I'm noticing the quadrants of the diamonds right here. Just love it. So I hope everyone has enjoyed, whoever followed along with me on this wonderful adventure, because I sure did enjoy it. And thank you, Cotton Cuts, and I'll be working on that under the sea. So I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Yay, she is so sweet, you guys. We love Leanna so much. And so as she was talking, I couldn't take my eyes off her sweatshirt, gang. Like, I kind of want to learn how she did that so she can share it with all of us. That was a super cute pumpkin. Of course, the hummingbird was amazing and awesome too. And thank you so much, Leanna, for all that you do for Cotton Cuts. So I see Lori's asking a question. She's clarifying her question that Sean and I answered about time to sew. And she's asking, how long does it take from design to release to the sewist? So we start our design process about a year before it is actually put up for sale. And so we're going to start talking about what's going to happen for the next design in a minute. So it's about a year ahead of time. Sheila starts designing, she starts doing sketches, we review them together, we look at things we're seeing, some trends, some things that are going on. Then I start shopping for collections, Sheila shops for collections. We put together a whole smorgasbord of ideas. I think in a given mystery, there's about 30 maybe-ish colorways that she puts together, and then we whittle them down to the 12 to 15 best, and then we go off and running. And here we are a year later, and you guys have sewn them all together, and it's amazing. Let's see here. I know. So Terry's telling me if I stand up. So these wings were actually supposed to be a costume I was wearing, but we thought it'd be awkward for me to be like swinging my arms around all show. So we put these up here, and I like them there. So Terry, we're gonna leave them there. Dun, 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 dun. So Lori, perhaps what we can do is we'll do a whole behind the scenes thing talking about how the PMQ comes to life, and perhaps we can create some video content for that as well. And then the live content, we can put it on our weekly live shows. Okay. Here we are. So we talked about Leanna's sweatshirt, which was awesome. We talked about Leanna, who did the small hummingbird. Okay, so next, Amber from So Majestic could not join us today as well. So she did a large phoenix, which is a batik. So she likes batiks. This is kind of her comfort zone. So she did a large phoenix. You can find Amber from So Majestic. Her primary channel is on TikTok. So that's where you can find her. She does a ton of fantastic fun and informational videos. And so with that, Paula, let's bring up Amber's video.
Hi everyone, Amber here. Thank you so much to Cotton Cuts for allowing me to be an ambassador. I believe this is my 4th quilt as an ambassador, 4th or 5th. This is the Phoenix colorway. I have absolutely loved sewing it up. It is all batiks. I chose this for numerous reasons. When we did the Tree of Life reveal, there was a similar colorway that I absolutely fell in love with. So when I saw Phoenix, I was like, I need that. And my friend Sean, where you saw his quilt revealed earlier, he absolutely loves batiks. So I definitely had to try, and if you've been following along in my journey, you can tell that I have been converted to a huge fan. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. I hope that if you sewed up Phoenix, you had just as much fun. One thing I do recommend is if you are signing up for the next Puzzle Mystery Quilt, get it done early. Colorways do sell out fast. Phoenix was one of them that sold out really, really quickly. The other thing that I love is that everything comes pre-cut and just ready to go. So it makes, if you have a very busy life, it makes it very easy. So thank you again to Cotton Cuts. I absolutely love how my Phoenix come out, and I hope you guys are enjoying your quilts as well.
Oh, Amber, we love Amber at So Majestic, you guys. She's fantastic. That quilt, it is on fire. It is, I mean, Phoenix was the name for that colorway. Paula was really happy you guys picked it because it really does look very Phoenix-like. You get the ashes and the rising and all the stuff, right? So Phoenix, it is so lovingly named. And I'm seeing comments, you guys, it is very different than all the other colorways because of the fabric choice, but it still looks fantastic together. It's the same design. If you see the different designs next to each other, you will not believe they are the same design as well. And so we did do some nightingales at the beginning. So you're going to have to go back and watch us on replay, but we did a couple early on as well. All right, so that was Amber. We love Amber. Now we have one more to go, gang. It is fan favorite. It is Ian from Off Kilter Crafter. And so we love Ian. He's going to tell us how many this is. So you guys need to prepare. Okay, so hold on. Before we bring on Ian, so a couple things. So A, he's going to show us 2 quilts because Ian is awesome. B, he did not submit a guess ahead of time, right? Correct? He did not submit a guess. So we've already had that question asked. C, I have been told we need to prepare ourselves for what we are about to see. As we know, for those of you that have been longtime followers of his reveal, Ian always brings something extra and we love it and we are here for it. And he has given us some very memorable moments. And I am being told without looking that we are about to have another one of those. Yes, is that true? All right, is he planning to drop things? Jenny is a longtime follower. Oh, hey, there we go. There he is. How are you, Ian?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I love this. This is fantastic work.
Thank you. Thank you. I had to bring my birdie friend to help me show off Flyway.
I love that you look like you're like trying to ride the bird. Like you're like, we're actually flying. Like,
yep, I got my little legs all ready to go.
Oh, Ian, this is fantastic. As always, well done.
Can I cross my legs? I can't cross my legs up here.
You drop the reins, dude. You might fall off the bird. Be careful now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Don't want to fall off.
Well done. So how are you, Ian? What's going on with you?
I'm good. I've been really busy, lots of stuff going on behind the scenes, working on the cruise for next year and getting a lot of things done behind the scenes for a lot of exciting things coming up.
You and Becca are always so busy. I love it. You guys are fantastic, so creative, so outside the box. All right, so Ian, before we jump into looking at the actual quilt, because I know it's going to require, it looks like it's going to require some shuffling. So let's talk. How can people find you? What's your preferred method channel? How can they learn all about Ian going forward?
Sure, you can check out my YouTube channel. That's where I post a lot of my things, is over on YouTube, Off Kilter Crafter Ian. I also post some things on Instagram and barely on TikTok. I kind of put a few things out there, but YouTube is the main one, and you can always check out my website, offkiltercrafterian.com, and that's where you can find all the details. We have a couple more seats for the cruise, so if any viewers out there want to join us for the cruise in 2027 or 2026, excuse me, to Alaska, we've got a few more seats, and we'd love to have them on board.
Yahoo! That's awesome and exciting. That's fantastic work.
Oh, and the podcast too. I forgot about the podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the podcast is pretty darn amazing too. Yes. You guys are a hoot and a half. I love being a guest on your show. Thank you guys so much for letting me do that. That was an honor.
It was great having you. It was so much fun.
Thank you. All right, so Ian, let's get back to Flyway. Let's get back to the topic at hand. So, which colorway did you sew?
So I sewed Freebird. I put that one together. I tried to take a guess. There's been so much happening that I just didn't quite have the time. And I got to be honest with you, Kim, y'all did pretty well on this one, because even just playing with the pieces, I don't think I would have gotten this one put together without seeing the final Clue 10. It was very different than all the rest, so it kind of tripped me up.
Okay, fantastic. So for those of you that are seeing Ian for the first time, every time he always puts forth a guess, right? This is what, number 12? Ian, am I remembering correctly? This is 12 or 11?
12 is Flyway is 12, Under the Sea is 13.
Correct. So this is 12 for you. And it was about 5 or 6 ago you started putting forth guesses and seeing how close you could get. And this time we stumped you. And I think it's really because it didn't start from that center medallion. We've had a couple designs that have started with, like, here's the center of the quilt, and then we build the design outward. And I think this one kept you on your toes. I like this very much. All right. Fantastic.
Definitely.
All right. So, and so Ian, it's interesting though, because we had 7 people who submitted guesses that were like on the money, and we've had none for so many years. And so it's just interesting how different people's brains work. I will take that as a win. All right. You ready to show us your Freebird?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's get to it.
All right. Birdie friends, I need your help.
Okay. Oh. Oh my God, you guys.
Ta-da!
Oh, there it is. That is awesome. What's that?
I said, well, there's most of it. With the frame set up the way it is, it's a little hard to see the whole thing. But this is Freebird. So it's very busy. It's very bright. It's got a lot going on.
It does. Yes, yours of all of them, like the design, it's so bright. It's hard to see kind of the design elements. I see the the pink star with the square around it, but the other star, the lone star, it doesn't necessarily pop as much. The sawtooth, star doesn't. Yes, but that's fantastic.
Definitely.
Yahoo!
It's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun, and of course I had to go with Tula because you know how much I love my Tula. So
well, actually, didn't your viewers pick this colorway for you, so they know how much you love Tula?
Well, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
They do know how much I love Tula, and I actually forgot that they had picked it for me. So you're right. I get so confused on.
I don't know where that came from. I just popped that out of nowhere. Bam. Okay.
You did.
That's fantastic work. All right. So I was told you have a surprise for us.
I do.
Is the bird the surprise?
No. Well, yes. Yes and no.
The bird is a surprise. Okay.
The bird is the surprise. But I snuck my Clue 10 over to my friend Becca. I didn't think y'all would mind too much, but I snuck it over.
We don't have to sign an NDA, Paula. We can have no more of this. Once they get the clue, that's it. There's no partner sharing.
No more.
No, that's
I
fantastic.
mean,
That's great.
I mean, all I thought about was like, what are they going to do? Fire me?
Mhm.
No, but I snuck it over to her and I asked Paula yesterday, I was like, hey, do y'all have sterling? Because Becca put hers together and I could show that one off too. And Paula was very excited for that. So not only do I have Freebird, I also have Starling that I can show off as well. Let me just move these over and make sure that the poles don't fall down like we had back during Piazza.
Yes. Yeah. Man, I always thought you were flying in the clouds, man. Your little transitional video with the bird.
I'm up in my technology. You never know what I'm going to be doing next.
I love it. I love your hanger system too. We definitely got to
Oh,
start.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. My birdie friend is getting in my way a little bit, but here we go.
Okay. You're doing great.
Ta-da!
All right. That is Starling, gang. That is the purple toned batiks. That is fantastic. Does Becca love it?
Yes, she does. She really likes it a lot. I kind of like it too. I kind of wish I had done this one, to be 100% honest with you, but I know. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but when she put it together, I was like, oh, I kind of like that.
Yes. It's so different. Like that compared to the Tula. Like you can see the sawtooth stars in this one. They are right there. That is fantastic. Oh.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It is really pretty. Becca loves it. She says this is one of her favorites, I think. So I really like how this one came out as well. And of course, with the batiks, the fabric feels really nice.
Yes, that is so unlike you to do a batik. I kind of feel like you're in a batik mode right now.
I guess Under the Sea is kind of.
Paul's like whispering to me, like, you know, he's doing that for Under the Sea. I'm like, yeah, Paul, I was there when I saw his face when he didn't love it. Yes. So for Under the Sea, you were doing a batik. That's not a traditional Ian type fabric. Yes. Tell us about how it's going for you so far with that. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not loving it, but I'm excited to see how it comes together and see if that changes my mind. I'm not like it's going to be a beautiful quilt no matter what. And I love that even if I don't love it, someone that I know is going to love it. So I think it's going to be great no matter what happens. Yes. I'm just excited to see what I'm looking at these pieces so far. I'm like, I'm really going to have to try and sit down and guess this one.
Yes. So Sheila and I have actually, when we're looking at designs and we're looking at options, we're like, okay, we've got to start upping our game. We have to make it harder for them to get this, which is why like this design doesn't have a center medallion. And when we look at the next design that I'm about to announce, like it's different, right? Because we want to make it fresh and exciting because we don't want it to be the same process over and over again. And so even when you get to this Clue 10, the medallion and that assembly, it's like, oof, okay, we're doing this again. And this is just a different assembly process when it comes back to this. So
yeah, I love this new kind of style that y'all are doing, and I'm excited to see like what the next ones are going to be doing. And I would like to think that everybody guessing is a little bit coming from me. So I'm excited about that.
I will give you credit as the catalyst for that inspiration for sure. Yes.
I'll take that. Absolutely.
That's fantastic. All right. So Ian, thank you so much for all that you do. I love that you bring it and you give 110% to all of our projects. That is fantastic. And I appreciate it. And I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done.
Thank you, Kim. I really appreciate it.
All right. Have a fantastic weekend. Now, I think you should probably safely land the bird, right? Be careful.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Bye. All right. Alrighty, gang. So that is the reveal. That's all of our ambassadors. There were tons of colorways. There were tons of quilts shown. I hope you guys saw one that you loved. I hope you guys saw one that you were inspired by. I hope you guys saw your favorite ambassador and were able to go give them some love. We can't do what we do without them. So thank them so very much. Now, as we've been teasing, for this time, we had 7 submissions that Paula has ruled as close enough to the finished design. And so what we're going to do is we have all 7 photos that we're going to show you that were submitted from these folks. Now, am I going to do these one at a time or is there a video? She's giving me, so this is from Ariane, who did a Freebird. This looks like a Freebird small. I would say this gets my thumbs up, guys. If you think that these are on target, give them a thumbs up. I know we've had some folks that are like little itsy bitsy. This looks really good. Good job, Ariane. Next up is Jana, who did her Phoenix. Jana, who did Phoenix. This was her What's that? Okay, I need to go slower. So I need to talk slower, which is very hard for me to do. So this is for Jana. Jana Elliott did her Phoenix. Very good, Jana. I think this looks great. This looks fantastic. All right, so I am supposed to slow down. The next thing we're going to see is a Nightingale that was submitted by Jean. Jean, I apologize. It's late in the show. Jane or Jean did her Nightingale. I love this laying it out. This looks fantastic. Look at that, gang. I think she got it by George. I think you add those borders that are going to come with her clue 10 and she's spot on. All right, then next we have another Phoenix. It appears as though our Phoenix detectives were on it. This was submitted by John. John nailed it, guys. Look at those stars. All of them are in the right place. I think this looks fantastic. Well done, John. Good job. All right, next up we have a Starling that was submitted by Katie. Katie B, this is her Starling. We just saw one from Becca. This looks fantastic. I think it looks good. I think it looks fantastic. Hey, wait, I'm looking at this comment over here. I'm going to give you a second. Bobby Miller, are you and Jana colluding together on this? Are you guys working together to solve these mysteries? We always talk about community, but community cheating? I'm going to have to open an investigation into this. Actually, I'm totally just kidding. If you guys want to work together to solve these, that is totally fine and fantastic. And Bobby, I love that you've been able to connect with Jana to do it. And by the way, Bobby, I think you won the world shortage ruler yesterday. Maybe we need to reconsider. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we did Katie's Starling, yes. So now we're on to Laura's Raven. And so this, I'm sorry. Sorry, mistake on my winners. This is actually an Odyssey. This looks great to me, guys. This looks like a small Odyssey that Laura put together. Not cheating, helping hands. Yes, we'll call it helping hands. Yes. We need to solve the mystery group. Ooh, Paula, I think that's a winner of ideas. Solve the mystery group. So we can probably do that for Under the Sea when it gets to be, hold on. She's going too fast. So, I feel like when it gets down to maybe the next mystery, we have a special group that we call the Solve the Mystery group. And if you want to gather together and solve it and are not worried about spoiling a surprise, you can join that group. I think that is a fantastic mystery, a fantastic idea, Love Loathingly. We are marking that one down. All right. And then the last one we had was Myrna S., who did her Flamingo. This is a fantastic Flamingo, you guys. You guys did fantastic. All right, Savannah. So we're going to talk about this idea you have here. Savannah put forth a comment. She would love to have a surprise colorway option. So go ahead and talk to us about what you mean when you say that, because we're in the process right now. We have 97% finalized the colorways for the next mystery. And so what do you mean when you say that? Because we're always open to new ideas, especially ideas that come from you. That's what we love. Okay. So we've done the guesses. All of you guys are going to get a prize for submitting, and Paula's going to take care of all of that work for us. Don't forget, the last mystery within a mystery is ongoing right now. Those are the fantastic logic puzzles that Dominic, the boy who sews, came up with for us. And so go ahead, solve the logic puzzle. Be sure to get your submission in. You have a month to do it. So we'll do from the last Friday in December. You have your chance to. Don't forget to join us for the sew-in tomorrow, where you're going to see lots of colorways. I see comments about hey, I missed this. Hey, I missed this. Hey, I missed this. Hey, join us tomorrow from 10 to 2, and you're going to see that colorway you missed come to life because someone else is going to be sewing it. I guarantee it. We're going to have lots of prizes. I think every hour we give away prizes, and you guys are going to have tons of fun. So be sure to join us tomorrow, 10 to 2. Paula, boss, did I get everything? No, I did not. I did not talk about signups for our next mystery. So if you've enjoyed Flyway, you are not going to want to miss our next mystery. So our next mystery is called Field of Dreamers. Just as an airplane flies overhead, I feel like it's flying away. I feel like Flyway, the airplane was flying away. Okay, so our next mystery is Field of Dreamers, you guys. This one is all about eliminating the art of really expanding to the art of the possible. And it's really about dreaming, and it's about thinking past capability, and just what do you kind of imagine when you have time to imagine freely. And so it is Field of Dreamers. Please do not confuse that with Field of Dreams. We're not, if you build it, they will coming it. We're not baseballing it. It's not baseball themed. This is really getting towards the fantastical, really expanding boundaries and expanding horizons. Yes, it was definitely a jet. We get those every now and then. And so it'll probably, I think they fly over 3 times. So in about 6 minutes, we're going to get another one. So Field of Dreamers. Signups for that are, as they always are, the first Friday in December at 7 a.m. If you just completed Flyaway, be sure to check your email, check all of your Clue 10 packages. They will have an early day access code, so you guys can actually log in and get your colorway early, so you can sleep in, which is so welcome. Nothing ever sells out the first day, so you can take your time on that Thursday. You can go ahead and pick your colorway, and then signups open on that Friday. I can tell you guys, we are going to have some ones that are going to sell out as I've been working with the suppliers. Some of them are short stocked on some of our colorways. There we go. There's another one. All right, that's 2. We're going to have a few more here. All right, Paula is saying that she's going to pick Jana's colorway for her, which is fantastic. The airport is open. Yes, it is a small little private airport that's right by our shop. It's not it's not Lambert Airport. It's the small one. And so they fly the Boeing jets. Yes, they're testing the Boeing jets right now, which is exactly what's going on because Boeing has a major space here in St. Louis. So I'm reading through your comments. You guys, Clue 10 has shipped today, Abby. We also emailed out the finishing instructions if you want to get started. All right, that's it for me, gang. We cannot wait to see you when we do Field of Dreamers here in just a month's time. And thank you all so much for your support of everything that we do at Cotton Cuts. Thank you to Sheila for all of her creative inspiration. Thank you to all of our ambassadors. Thank you to all of our ambassadors for their creative content and keeping us all motivated, sewing and creating. That motivates us. I hope that motivates you guys. And that is it for me, gang. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Happy sewing, and we will see you next time. Have a great day, and bye now.